This particular lock is called the Union Strongbolt, and this is very much like an ERA Fortress, except what Union have done is they've increased the number of lever heights by 1, so there's 8 lever heights inside this lock. And the 8th lever height is actually virtually a deadlift, so it's a very low lift. And what they've also done is they've taken levers 1, 2 and 3 and made them high lift levers, or in other words, the anti-pick notch is before the true gauge. Whereas on the Fortress, there's only 7 lever heights, there's no deadlift, and only levers 1 and 2 have the anti-pick notch before the true gauge, or in other words, the high lift. This particular lock, I like this one because if you look at the key, you can see in the middle there, the cut on lever 4 is actually an 8, so that is a deadlift in the middle. And then the cut on lever 2 is a 1, which is the maximum lift. So in this one lock here, I've got the whole range of heights and some in between. So to pick this one, you have to be very sensitive towards not overlifting the levers and oversetting them. So what I'm going to do is start on lever 5, and I'm just going to lift that up until I feel it go into a gate. There we are, so that's fallen into a gate, and you can hear lever 5 is tapping. Lever 4 is the deadlift, so we probably don't need to touch that at all. So let's go to lever 3, and that's binding, and you can hear it on the bolt stump. Lift it a bit more. So there's 5, and there's 3. 5 and 3 are set the same. 4, we don't need to touch. Let's go to lever 2, which is the highest lift. So we're going to drop into a false gate, and then we're going to lift beyond that. And then lever 1 is actually a 3, which has got, again, that's a high lift lever, so it's got the anti-pick. It's got the anti-pick before the true gauge. So 5 is tapping, 3 is tapping, 2 is tapping, and 1 is somewhere. Let's just see if lever 4 does need a little nudge. The smallest of nudges coming up. It's offering quite a lot of resistance. There we go. So I've just literally nudged that lever, and now we've dropped into an anti-pick notch somewhere. So one of these levers is in anti-pick. See if we can work out which one it is. So there's 5 and 4. That's lifted 1 up higher. So 1 and 2 are now where they need to be. There's 5, there's 3. Let's give that 4 another little nudge, see if it still needs to be moved. It feels heavily bound. Three, 2, 1's tapping, 2's tapping, 3's tapping, 5's tapping, and 4 is solid. I would say that what's happened there is 4 has probably gone into anti-pick because again, it's a dead lift. So I played with it, and I obviously put it into its anti-pick notch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset, and I'm just going to quickly do that again. We know where the levers need to be. So there's 5, there's 3, there's 1 and 2. So there's 1, 2, and there we go, we got the lock. So yeah, so a little bit of a fiddle there, and obviously don't play with that deadlift lever because you're going to lift it straight into its anti-pick. But yeah, Really good fun lock to pick, and this particular one, as I said, has got everything in it, so so it really keeps your skills honed and helps you stay on top of your picking game.